All right. So I've been quite busy. Um, I've got a not completely original. um, I've got not an entirely original build here, but it's my version of a really strong um, character type. So what we've got here is third circle arcane cores without any weapons held wielded. 123 mind, 2 strength, flex, 81 dexterity, 40 constitution, 40 perception, 43 spirit. Not too sure if that AC is going to be correct. I'm not yet level 50. The mind cap, obviously, plus 23, which comes 15 from equipment. The lean and the 2 rings from limited rings from Eva in the Hall of Legends. And era levels give me 5, and the Sacred Flame Brew gives me 3. That's how I'm able to get 123 mind. 602 hit points, 929 mana, 740 move. This is the important bits. This is the stuff that really blows my mind. 40 spell dam. Well, 41 from equipment, which equals 90 in total, and that is verified because I've got that right now in the mud. I've yet to get this item, the limited enchanted gauntlets. I'm 20 spell crit down at the moment in the game. In fact, not 20 because I've got the unlimited version. I think I'm 14 down. Anyway, 75 spell crit, 40 from equipment, so 40 is the max. 46 mana reduction. There's a slight. I mean, it's not a perfect list. That's tarnished. I'd rather have 50. And no concentration. Been advised by Tiberius to aim for 10, but I just couldn't do it with this list. So I'm hoping that at level 50, once I've got all my spell words already and I've got them early as possible, so I can get the best cast levels possible, and hopefully the spells won't fail. But the 10 concentration would help with that, because I mean, there's nothing worse. I've been playing this build a lot this week whilst I've been getting the equipment and stuff. The worst thing that could happen is to fail a meteor at the exact wrong moment when it's just about to save your life. So I don't think there's too much more to say on it. I'll show you in the game now. So we are at. In fact, it is You are. I'm not sure if it's or how you say it, but we're in Suma. Let's call it that. In this little mini area. It's between the Arabian Desert and ancient India. And it's absolutely fantastic for leveling from about level 20 up to about, I don't know, we're getting near to the point where it's no longer useful. Maybe 35, level 35. But honestly, it's amazing. If there's anything up, I've already cut. Yeah, it repops quite quickly, and you get pieces of jewelry randomly dropping from citizens and women. So let's just absolutely annihilate them. I have no idea you're getting an idea. I mean, it wasn't this powerful until a couple of sort of in the last 12 hours. This build is just shot to ridiculous levels. So happily wait, just trying to get practices now because I've got all my words, so there's no panic on getting practices like there would be. There's a piece. I'm sure most people know about this already, but what you do is you take your piece of jewelry, give it to the advisor, and you get a nice lump of experience. And who doesn't like lumps of experience? Okay, lots. Wow. Love it. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's a piece of stolen jewellery. I don't think there is. There is, on the 8th. Okay. You can just see how this little circuit just racks up the experience. Kind of from 20 onwards, I'm sharing between here and Salem, although I suspect Salem might not be that great anymore at this level. And then once it's 35, I tend to switch on the remorts to kind of hitting easy level 50 mobs. So how this all came about anyway is I was playing my shooter, who's Rump, and he needed a piece of equipment from D-Day, and Volts hit it up and wasn't able to get it to load. And then it repopped, and I went in with my Create and absolutely mauled a room full of 4 bunker soldiers. So that was pretty nice. And then from there, I've kind of got the bug to play an Arcane mage, and I was intending on going Create. I haven't kind of figured out a Create that I want to play at the moment. I've done a lot of Create over the years. So this character used to be a Create. It's got 3,038 hours on it. It has been to 1 billion experience before it remorted. This is the second remort. The first one was to make it cause, but it wasn't as good as this. So, but yeah, I sort of was like trying to make Create work, trying to make it work, trying to find something that I liked, and I couldn't really do it. So then I've switched over to cause, and was kind of asking Tiberius about a few things, and yeah, it landed on this. So it's not really like an original build. Let's just say, got the idea for 123 mind from Tiberius. The idea of maxing out spell dam and spell crit with 40 from equipment on each stat is not an original idea. Look at that mana regen. That's because of the high mind. I think that came in the August update. So I didn't even consider any of the regens at all on my list. I didn't even bother looking at them. Focused on these 3 stats. In fact, I tried to get concentration in but couldn't. So these 4 stats here are the key. Once you get this in the right place. I had a choice as well before the remort. I actually reworked the list a number of times because it was taking ages to get the gear. Now, dexterity and constitution, these base stats were flipped the other way. So 26 dex and 46 constitution, which gave me 61 dexterity and 60 constitution, which meant 100 more hit points in the end. So 702 hit points in the end list. But actually, 80 dexterity is better. You get courage, you get Tower of Will, healing, and tumble. Better tumble, better dodge, better fleeing, and as you know from my shooter, I love to flee. I'd much rather flee than be able to take another 100 hit points, because off the hardest mobs, 100 hit points is probably not even around. So that's how, I can't believe it though. I mean, that is an unbelievable list. And the reason why I've been able to get strength so low, it was 16 to begin with. It went up by 3 when I got the 3 strength quest. So the 2 talks are -6 strength between them. And the boots and the crown are minus 10. So it's -16. And then the pure silver greaves are -1 strength. So that's -17. So you can see from 19, I've now got 2. If somebody weakens me, I will have one strength, and I think one strength might be required for quite a few skills. I'm not sure about that, but I think going under one in a stat kind of just kills all of your skills. Could be wrong, but that's my impression. So yeah, that's where we're at, and just trying to get it leveled up now so I can go and start wrecking stuff. Been doing God mode Morrigan's Maze with this guy and with my shooter quite a lot, and I managed to get a deathless run with Sap Arcane Cores, and he had 40 spell crit and 50 spell dam. So nowhere near as good as this one will be. That's why as soon as I got everything else, I was like, might as well remort and get leveled up, because then I can keep going for the limited enchanted gauntlets. So yeah, we're just kind of smashing things up and getting these levels at the moment. And then we'll kind of get to some fun stuff. So before this week, I'd never used Invisible or Vanish or anything in God mode Morrigan's Maze. And I tell you what, the fact that I was getting 2 and 3 deaths only in there with my shooter is something of a miracle, because the Vanish thing, it does make it a bit easier. It doesn't make it a walk in the park. A 0 death run is still something to I mean, well, let's put it this way. Even with the Vanish, that's still impressive. You still have to be a little bit lucky, and you still have to try and take out the right things. So take out the stuff that can see invisible first. And you have to know what sees invisible, and I still don't really know. I know the bats do. I think the Visions of Death do, which is a shame, because they are nasty. They really are nasty. They're the things you don't want to be able to see invisible. You want to hide from them. Yeah, so it's been quite a lot of fun. I'll be going back plenty. I think this is all about clear, so we might go and poke a Kuon. Kuon? Kuon. Kuon. I don't know what it's called. Let's go and find out. It's the problem with playing a game for 20 odd years, and then you start speaking the names of the things you've hit, and you don't know how to say them. Alright, God. So yeah, this is the way out of Suma. And the Seven Heavens are up there. I sort of know the Seven Heavens. I need to do a bit more. I might do some streams on that at another point. So yeah, we're going to the Kuons. Don't need any brews now because I can do it all myself. By the way, 22 kilograms carried, 42 max. That might become an issue at some point. I suppose I'll have to up my zombie game. Right. I'm just feeling like going caution to the wind and just going firestorm here. This might be death. Let's try. What's happening? Okay, how are they? How are they looking? Whoa, okay. No, that wasn't death. That was death for them. Wow. I love it. So powerful, this, honestly. The fun of this character for me at the moment is just how strong it is. The fun of of Romp, who's the shooter backstabber, is just fleeing around and surviving when you shouldn't be able to, getting away with things by the skin of your teeth. Do we go for? Let's go for let's have a poke at the priestess. We're already jumping up to level 50s here, because this spell damage is just insane. I need to get some skills as well. Let's try it. Oh my! Wow, that is shocking. That is absolutely amazing. All right, well, there's no more no more Suma. Not with that. So strong. All right, I've got 3 practices left. These are the skills I've learned so far. Could do with pick lock. Could do with, well, tumble's probably more important. Tumble and courage are key skills, and dodge. Tumble, courage, and dodge. Right now, they're the ones I want. But do I hit Hannah on the way out? I think I probably do it. The amount of experience that was, blimey. Um, wow. I can't even. I mean, unbelievable. Right. Sorry, got a little bit sidetracked there. Okay. Sell the staff. I need to be careful how much money I'm carrying. If I can't carry much, then take a lot to get this guy encumbered. So there's a balancing side to the unbelievable power of it. Largest. So we take out the largest blue whale. Am I flying? I am. Unbelievable. Just amazing. So strong. I love it. What am I doing? Oh yeah, dodge. And tumble from the player, and then courage from the Rolf, or whatever his name is. Uh, so strong. Just gonna hit things as we come up to him now. Might as well, eh? Did I get any leaves? No. Somebody's just got some, I think. Okay, to the next one. Yeah, so I basically failed to make a create that I wanted to play, or I tried desperately as well, because I really do have a soft spot in my art for creates. But this guy Sat, he used to be a 60 mind, 105 strength create with all of the cheese that was available at the time, which was 4 attacks: talons, greaves, hook, and flail, and then a sastrum on the wield slot to keep people sitting. And he would bash to keep them sitting, so that all of his hitting would do more damage. He could spit out. He had about 600 hit points, and he would spit out doppelgangers left, right, and centre, disposable tanks, and just mow through stuff. And then if he needed it, he could make him an army to on harder things, and then used archers and stuff as like tools for various encounters. When the kind of mage updates happened, the kind of hybrid mage got quite a lot weaker. They were very strong, and there was no need to go, well, no reason to go high mind really with creates anyway. And that may still be the case. It's just that the low mind crate now is not as strong, and I don't know. I just don't find it very satisfying. I find it very cumbersome. You know. So, for example, I could, in the olden days, back when I was a lad, um, I could cast a how should we say? I could cast an archer, and then do another action within less than a round. So, like maybe a second after an archer was cast. I could cast a doppelganger and give it aggro, um, in less than a round. Whereas now, this is if you're fighting. So if you're fighting now, those things do not. Those things will take. So you cast it, and then you'll have 2 rounds of lag before you can act again. And it's, I don't know. I just can't play the character anymore, because I think a lot of the ways I used to do it don't work now. It's not me complaining, by the way. It's just I don't. Well, look, put it this way. 3,038 hours. About 3,000 of those were as a create. I think I've got my fill with the create. Maybe that's part of the reason why I can't seem to find a build I want to play with the creates at the moment. I've done, I've served my time. You know, this is probably my most successful character, my most notorious. I think this is the one. Did my XPs save over? No, they didn't. Oh, I have to get into contact with an immortal to fix that. But I've got 2 XPs on this guy, so best player killer in 2008 and 2009, right on the back end of when it was kind of dying. To be fair, I think those are the death. It was in 2010. It really kind of dropped off. But yeah, so this guy was just very active and yeah, unbelievable. I mean, let's see how much have I got in the bank? So 4.5 million, over 4.5 million, and that's because of the homunculus primarily, because it could just carry everything. You take it to a shop as you're killing it, take it to a shop and sell it. Done. And also that was another thing about this character. At the point when I was playing this character a lot as a create, you didn't have to stop to, like, you could just kill and just endlessly kill, literally. Like, there was in industrial, there was a circuit where I could do it, and by the time I finished the circuit, the first part of the circuit had begun to repop, so I just go for it again and go for it again and go for it again endlessly. And at the time, that was quite unusual. There wasn't really any kind of build where you didn't have to stop to regenerate hit points or mana. These days, that's a bit more common. But at that time, it was, yeah, unheard of, really. You would always have to stop and kind of rest or first aid, or, you know. So it was a monster in its day, and now it's a monster of a different type. In fact, a lot more punishing. Like, unbelievable. I can't believe the damage it's spitting out. I'm well impressed. I'm looking for a player who tumbles here, and not being very lucky. It's a bit of I don't really know my way around this area. There is a way down, I think, which I'm missing. Is it south? Oh, okay, it's south. It's not that way. It was up. There's a fencing guy pondering a line. Fencing again. These guys, they love to fence. It's one thing you can always say about players. Player heaven. We'll see about that. Okay, there is a player practicing his tumbling. Thanks very much, player. Player. Right. Probably going to do about another 15 minutes and get out of here. Time is short. Is he there? He's not there. I'm going to have to go to Canada. Make sure. No. Okay. Sometimes he's there, sometimes he's not. But the Mohawk chief, he never lets me down. Let's hit some experience XP rooms if we can. And let's hit that bloody wood eater, eating all the bloody wood. Honestly, should be ashamed of himself. Leave some for us. Right, time to die. Boom! Oh my god. It's almost cruel, isn't it? Hey up, Chief. Killed your other guy. Let's killed the opponent chief. So don't mention it. Just teach me how to have some courage. Thank you very much. Right. We've got another practice now. Pick lock. I might write this down so I have a little to-do list. Pick lock. What else do we want? Probably repair, mending, and all that. But at the moment, I don't need it. Bandage, and maybe make bandage because I can't create rolls anymore. Probably calm at some point. Can't be bothered with arm slaw. Probably pointless now that inspect is so good. Put mending, repair, and forge on that list. We're going to have some spare practices, which is lovely. Listen's on there. Well, I'm going to take listen because I do like listen. If I've got spare practices, it seems rude not to. And scan's on there, but then that won't be very good with low perception, 40 perception. I might get it. If I've got loads of spare practices, I might get it. None of these are particularly important, are they? So, retreat's no point without evasion. I don't even know if it's any good with evasion. Parry, I don't have a weapon. Juggling could be good if something throws something at me, but I can't remember the last time that happened. Maybe it'll happen in the Hall of Legends if they stay alive long enough and I don't use skeletons. Blind fighting is probably one that it's one of those you should probably get. I mean, yeah, that's it. So that is in total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 skills. So we are going to have practices left over. Delightful. Okay, this for a name. Ha, where do you? Indeed, excuse you, sir. We'll just call him Chief now we've found him. Ah, absolute moron. He didn't die immediately on on hit. How dare he? What's home at the moment? The stag. Is the mare up? Fancy hitting the mare. Yeah. Recall is the beast spell. I absolutely love having that on tap. Right. I'm going to stay here for another 15 minutes. How many levels do you think you can get in that time? 34, level 34, 300k off of level 35. Let's try it. It is where I'm just die immediately. Nasty wounds. So this guy we actually are going to have to work on. Almost dead. I mean, we didn't have to work that hard, did we? Bang. Thank you very much, sir. What time is it? Oh, it's the middle of the night. I wonder if might be time to go and hit some Buddhist monks, you know. I think it might be. And then if I'm out of mana, can go and use the pavilion in Japan to get the meditate back up. Yes, we're past them all. So infravision, remove the torch. Okay. See, it's closed. Now, I always wonder, if I put a flash of vision on these guys, will they attack me? No, but I can look at the room. That's nice. Not something I've ever used before, but I like it. Right. Spell was resisted. Nasty. Okay. That's probably because, to be fair, they are quite a lot high level compared to me. Right. This is going to be nice. I think I'm going to get quite a few levels there. It's literally just waiting for meteor reuse to fall off. I love the fact that I've got 80 on dexterity on this build. High fleas, high dodge, high tumble. Well, comparatively. Still prefer not to be fleeing from a one exit room, but let's just go for it with Immolate, because waiting for meteor reuse is going to slow down this process. Yeah, it is, look. Nice. Good. Reflex as well. Oh, just did it before he could even do anything. Unbelievable. This is just an absolute slaughter. Yes. We're going. This is special, this. Meteor. Oh, failed it. See? I need a better cast level. Right, there's 2 left. I'm a bit low. Right, let's go for it now. Clear cast. No, Meteor's not going to here. Bang. Ooh, this could be a bit tight. Oh, we're dead. Oh, I resisted the meteor. This is going to be quite tight, but I can clear out, so it's not the end of the world. Okay. Right, gather. Bang. Look at that. I love it. Oh, I'm having a lot of fun with this character. I'll just go from 0 to full mana in a second. Right. Say goodbye to the monk. Oh, in 1. Critical hit. That'll do. Okay, so we don't need to go and meditate. I don't really fancy hitting the tiger because it's a tiger. Let's go. Kobold is my big content. Formerly a Strength Dex Klein, cheesy kind of guy when those were in vogue. Again, not the most original build. Okay. I think we need to hit this sleeping gentleman with a meteor. By the way, let's just have a look at this guy. He has a thick, curling beard which forms a kind of moss around his massive neck, appropriate to his round limbs and trunk. He's got round limbs. He doesn't seem particularly obese, but rather barrel-like and thickly built. His mother probably told everyone he had big bones, and she was likely right. Gossip. At any rate, he looks rather dangerous. A serious man with a painful past. I mean, he's probably got PTSD having round limbs. Why is his mother going around saying that? Right, serious. Serious now. This is serious business. Okay, straight bashed. Leaking. He's taking out chunks out of me here as well, though. Almost dead. Do not bash me now. And he bashes me now. This could be very close. Oh. Oh. Wow. 35 hit points left. Okay. Where were you, Courage? Where were you, Courage Tumble? I needed you there. Oh, that was funny. And just like that, we're back to full health. Use renewal as well whilst we're at it. Nice. Because we're trying to get as many levels as possible in 15 minutes. There's 7 minutes left. We've got 2 already. Okay. Well, merged. This is not the place where you want to come where you can't pronounce anything. But we're here now, so we might as well. There's 2 in one room here, so I don't really... Okay, that's better. Kindly sleeping on the floor, waiting on the meteor reuse. So bleeding freely from an immolate. So there's not really any point in using this meteor, is there? That's 3 levels. So let's just have a little look again. Okay. Might as well take out the Zahir. Yeah, nice. So the nearly encumbered here. What I'm seeing then is basically if an immolate will take them down to halfway, then there's not much. Okay, there is point in using the meteor here because he didn't take him down that much. There we go. If an immolate takes him to half experience, then using a meteor will do exactly the same damage for a lot more mana cost. Might be able to get 1 more level because they're getting low on their mana. Can't believe that. It was very close with him arm. Okay. Should we go to the Kings? Probably. I need to deposit some money. Okay. Let's not bother with that then. It's a great place for leveling. Casablanca, quite possibly. And it does have a bank. Again, there is actually a reason for using a meteor here. Nice. May need to flee Blaine. He does bash as well, so I might be a little bit careful with him. Absolutely melting through these. Meteor to finish it, I think. Yeah. Lovely stuff. Getting a bit low now. Take out Sasha and then a quick regen. Before going for Blaine. Okay, are we bleeding? We are bleeding. Let's go and try and get that learnt. Ooh, okay. Where's that Holy Quarren gone? Did I drop it? I didn't, did I? No. Deposit all. I think the nurse might teach me in London. Yeah. Okay. I wonder if the doctors, there's some doctors above her. Maybe they might teach me how to make a bandage. Maybe not though. Not getting good vibes with that one. Right. How long have we got? 2 minutes. We've got just enough time for Blaine. So we might be able to get 4 levels, hopefully. In 15 minutes, not bad. Disclaimer, this is a remort, so it's easier to do this than it would be if I was going from scratch. Because of these bad boys. Okay. I've got all my preps on. Is weakened armor going to do anything to this guy? I don't think it will. Right. Meteor. Bang. We want another one of those a bit later on. Okay, I've just tumbled a bash. That is a beauty. Yeah, dodged. Okay, I'm enjoying this. He's melting. He's actually melting. Reflexes. Oh, resist. Okay. Slight. Meteor wears off. Bang. He's bashed me, but I've landed that meteor. So this is over. This is as good as over. In my favour. Bear in mind. Dying. One more immolate. He's bashed me again. This is why I wanted to be careful. Those bashes are annoying. But I should be over once I stand up. Resisted. Do not resist the next one. Could have bashed me and stopped that then. Right. I think we'll say that's good. So that was 300k to level 35. So 35, 36, 37, 38. 4 levels in 15 minutes. And we're getting there now. This is guy's nearly level 50 and ready to take on the world.